is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another Beast Picks Week 17. Joining me, the Reigning 48 is here again. We are back here on the Zoom because we had the blizzard of the century for the past
half century, yeah.
Oh well, no, I think it's
biggest, biggest blizzard since 1977.
Oh, I wasn't alive. Well, we weren't alive for that.
Neither was I, but I've heard of it.
But I mean, I've never seen a storm where it was just
I'm
like
gray.
Never seen a storm friggin' where you can't even see the sky. Like, I've never gotten to that point.
Try living in a second floor apartment. I got to see the wind before the wind hit the house.
Yep. So this week is week 17. We're in the last 2 weeks before the playoffs. I went 15-1, which is the best single season week record that you can get, especially since there were no buys too either for this.
Well, I mean it's not 16-0 would be the best.
Well, yeah, but no one ever went 16-0. So this is the best for this year. But 15-1, but you did go 12-3, which is still solid. And I'm at 143.97 and 2 ties, and you're at 148, 91 and 2 ties. So you're still ahead in the overalls right now. But yeah,
I'm not wearing overalls.
What overall?
Yeah, I said I'm not wearing overalls.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways,
it's a joke, Frank. Laugh.
I know it's a joke, but nonetheless. Where is it? The schedule. Because we got picks to pick. And a lot of playoff implications. Bills won the division. Officially, because they beat the Bears. And my Packers are still trying to battle for a wild card spot at this point. So, yeah. See where that goes. Anyways, so with that being said, the predictions. First one is week 7
Dallas Cowgirls and the Tennessee Titans.
Week 17, Dallas Cowboys at the Tennessee Titans, Amazon Prime, 8:15 kickoff. I'm assuming the Cowboys are the favorites after the Titans lost to the Houston Texans, who I called, by the way. I said that was going to happen.
The Cowboys are more than the favorite because the Titans are also missing 2 more starters at least. 12 points.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I think the Dallas Cowboys easily get this done. They need to keep pace in the division because, I mean, it's still in play. If the Eagles win, then it's out, but going into this week, they're not going to know that. Especially since they're on Prime and the Eagles are on Sunday. So, yeah, I think the I think the Cowboys win this game pretty easily. Titans, they don't really, to my understanding, what all the commentators were saying anyways, because they lost to the Texans and Jacksonville won, is that this week doesn't necessarily matter for the ramifications of the division.
No, it 100% does.
It does? Because that's what they were saying. They were trying to say that well, it doesn't matter because week 17 or week 18, they're playing each other in the finals.
Because if they lose, so Jacksonville already has the division with the tiebreaker
right now, but they play I guess they play in week 18.
You're right, but they're both tied in records.
Okay.
So even if Tennessee drops or wins or loses this, if Jacksonville wins, I feel like that would lock that up, would it not? Because
then they play each other next week, though. So wouldn't that tie it up? Maybe
head-to-head, yes, but if it goes to division, which I believe it does first, the Jaguars would beat them.
Well, then I don't know why the comment, because that's what I heard all throughout the broadcast after they lost, the Titans lost to Houston, was that was what was going on, but I have no idea now.
Not going to matter anyways. They're going to lock up the division this week anyhow.
Who? The Cow? Or wait, who? The
The
Titans or
Jaguars.
Jaguars? Okay. I think, like I said, Dallas Cowboys, I think wins 30-10. I don't trust the Titans. Titans are on a slump. And I knew it was coming, like I said, especially with Tannehill out. So, and then also they just lost the Houston Texans. Like, come on now. And I called it. I knew it was going to happen, and it happened. So, yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a bloodbath. I think at the half the Cowboys can put in their backups. It'll be 42-7.
Yeah, they're not.
Finally, we're gonna expose the Titans as the frauds that we've all thought they were.
Yep. All right.
Onward and upward. Sunday.
Yep, Sunday. Yeah, okay. The Cardinals at the Atlanta Falcons. Arizona Cardinals at the Atlanta Falcons.
The Falcons are a 3.5-point favorite.
Yeah, this one's really interesting. They're both really not well, I mean, they're playing for respect at this point. They have no real playoff. I mean, I guess Falcons.
The Falcons do.
They do technically are in the division, but I don't think they're going anywhere. Um, I think the Cardinals are going to get it done. I think. I mean, Falcons have just not really looked good, and Cardinals didn't look good either. But I just don't. I don't know. I think they're just both not good.
Well, for the sake of picking against you and the fact that Trace McSorley did not lead the team well, I'm going to say the Falcons do it here because they've resorted completely to a kid who I've enjoyed since his college days, Tyler Algier. He's been red hot lately. He's running for over 100 yards. Algier and the Falcons get it done. They win 20-13.
I'm gonna say the Cardinals, like I said, but I'm gonna give the score. I'm gonna give it 16-13. I think it's gonna be low, but they'll win by a field goal. All right. Next is the Miami Dolphins at the New England Patriots. I'm assuming the Patriots are the favorites.
The 3-point favorites.
Yep.
After today's news.
Well, he's not. Tua's not gonna be playing, which I knew that wasn't gonna happen, but he got a third concussion. I know they're gonna sell it as a second concussion, but it was a third. I don't care what anyone says.
I think it is only a second, but I think it's because he was never recovered from the first concussion.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he got it in Buffalo. I don't think he got it in Cincinnati.
But I think it started in Buffalo and just got worse in Cincinnati.
I don't know. I personally, I think Tua not only shouldn't start this game, I think he should start the other game next week as well at this point, and they should just kind of figure out what they're going to do going forward because, obviously there's a huge health issue with him.
Yeah.
They gotta, he should get his health first, obviously, always, but they got to figure that out as a team too going forward as well. But yeah, I'm gonna say the Patriots win. I know they're starting Teddy Bridgewater, right?
Yes, Bridgewater's the starter for Miami this week.
Okay, yeah, I still think the Patriots win. Dolphins, even with Tua, it's they've been on a slump. I mean, even before the Tua injury, I mean, they've been 0-4. And it's just kind of slumping even more now. I got the Patriots winning 23-10.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Really?
Yeah.
Got Teddy.
I think if anything, Teddy Bridgewater is a very strong game manager. I think Bill Belichick has lost control of that team. And I kind of want to see New England finally lose out of the playoffs. But I think that this is make or break for two teams here. Because if Miami stumbles,
they're out.
they're not out, but nothing's given.
Oh, they're not even, if they lose, they're still in. They're still in the hunt.
They're in the hunt still because they do have a higher.
But even if
They're
they lose to New England, they would
they're
still be.
8-7. They're 8-7. Everybody else is 7-8, and that includes Pittsburgh, Tennessee, New York, and New England. So
Okay.
they do have a game up on all of them, and they know they need to have that game up to make it to the last week. Because I believe that the final week is they've got the Jets, so they have back-to-back divisional games.
Yeah.
They have to make this count.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to say that Miami does it because they know how much it means. But it doesn't mean they make the playoffs. But yeah. I think they bring it together as a team. I'm going to say they win this game 24-21. It's going to be a close game. They're going to score some rushing touchdowns because I don't trust Teddy Bridgewater to do it. But maybe even a defensive touchdown. Maybe that secondary finally shows up.
Okay. New Orleans Saints at the Philadelphia Eagles, and I know the Eagles are the favorites here, but is
5.5 points. They haven't announced yet. Nick Sirianni this morning said that he could start, he could not start. Who knows? That was his exact words from the coach.
Well, he's gonna play the guessing game then. Let's see how that is. Yeah, I'm gonna say the Eagles win here. That's the safest bet here, regardless of who the guy is, because your guy who started last week, he did very good.
He did great.
He did great. I mean, all the mistakes that were made were not his fault. The 2 interceptions were just outstanding plays by the Dallas Cowboys. They took the 1 interception. He literally ripped the ball right out of his hands, and took it. And then the other one was a fumble by the running back. I think there was actually 2 fumbles by the running backs.
Well, he did actually throw 2 interceptions, so.
Yeah, he did, but the one, did you see the game? The one
I mean, it can't be a fumble. It would just be a bobbled pass.
No, but there was actually 2 fumbles in the game, but it was by the running backs. Like on a handoff, the running back fumbled it. But the 2 interceptions, especially the one I was like, holy crap, like that. It was just a great individual effort by the Cowboys secondary right there to rip it out of the receiver's hands. That really wasn't on him. But
oh, that was the one from Deron Bland, the rookie.
Yeah, he ripped it right out of the receiver's hand. He threw it right to him, the receiver right to him. It was a perfect throw. It's just he just freaking took it right from him.
That's apparently why I'm not an NFL scout, because I didn't know who the hell he was when he was drafted.
Yeah. So
then again, if I was a scout, I'd be able to spend more time actually watching tape.
Yeah. So yeah, but the safest pick is the Eagles, no matter who the quarterback is, because I think the backup showed that he could still do stuff, and the Saints got a lot of work they got to do for themselves as a team. They're really a rebuilding team at this point. So I'm gonna just say the Eagles win. I'm going to give it 24-13. I'm just going to make a safe pick here. He's going to play good. If it's not Hurts, I still think he confidently can play good against Saints, because they're not really a rebuilding team right now.
I'm going to give Philadelphia even more credit. I'm one of the few people here I think gives a lot of credit to the Eagles. I'm going to say 31-13, even if it isn't Jalen Hurts. That offense is built around running, and New Orleans' defense has been terrible. I think Philly's the biggest person to stand in Buffalo's way if Buffalo's going to win a Super Bowl. I think it's they face Philly, and it's going to be a hell of a game.
They haven't played him yet, so.
You're right, and it will be a hell of a game if they do.
Yep. All right. Next, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the New York Giants. Giants the favorites, right?
5.5 points and 1 win puts them in the playoffs.
And we need to prevent that. So Indianapolis Colts.
Frank, you've got shit on the line here. You're really going to pick with your heart and not your mind?
They're overdue for an upset here.
They scored 3 points at home.
Is Nick Foles starting?
Yeah, rookie shit. He threw 3 interceptions. He threw less than 50 yards per interception.
I think that was this is he's getting a rust. He's getting a rust out of him.
Okay, I welcome you to pick this one. I welcome you to pick this one.
Oh my god, I got the Colts winning 19-16. Let's go. Colts get the upset. Nick Foles, my boy, is going to upset the Giants. It's going to look good. I'm going to love it, just like the Houston and Titans game. It's going to happen, guys. This is the perfect spoiler alert. Remember, games at this point, there's a lot of spoilers that happens, especially in these playoff hunts. And I'm telling you, this is going to be one of them right here. Colts get this done here.
Shout out to my guys, Danny Dimes and Isaiah Hodgins, for winning me $75 last week. I'm going with the Giants yet again. The Colts are miserable. That team actually might be more vomit-inducing than the Denver Broncos at this point. I am going to say the Giants.
I wouldn't go there.
I'm going there. I think they're worse. I think that team's worse. Congratulations. They have 2 defensive stars. That's it. Michael Pittman is an above-average wide receiver who gets treated better because there's no one else to catch passes. I
don't know. I don't know. When you get roasted by Patrick Starr, I just don't know if that's possible to recover after that.
I wumbo, you wumbo, he, she, we wumbo. I don't give a shit. I'm still taking the Giants by a lot. Giants 31, Colts 7.
What is 21-7 you said?
31-7.
31-7. Okay, 31.
I'm mad to get my point across. I just wumboed on your ass.
Oh god. Okay. Carolina Panthers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is for division
the division lead. Yes, if the Panthers lose, the Buccaneers win the division.
But if the Panthers win, then the Buccaneers gotta win and then hope the Panthers lose, right?
Well, so the worst thing is if big ifs. Okay. Also, we're wrong. The Falcons are eliminated.
Oh, okay.
They're a loss behind Carolina, and unless both these two teams tie, I'm pretty sure they're gone. The only other thing that's huge here is if Carolina beats Tampa and New Orleans beats Philly, then all 3 teams are alive.
That's a big if too.
That's a huge if.
You need Gardner Minshew to play just absolutely terrible.
You would need Gardner Minshew to retire at the half and put Jim Kelly's corpse. I don't know. I can't even think of who you'd have to put in for the Eagles to blow that game. You'd have to put Aaron Rodgers in for the Eagles for them to blow that game.
No, Aaron Rodgers would win it. Aaron Rodgers would win it. What are you talking about?
Who do you got?
Okay. I'm gonna go with the solid pick. I'm Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, I know the Panthers look good against the Lions, but you have the veteran. Even though he's been struggling, I see him getting it done here. I'm gonna say even if it goes into overtime, overtime they freaking still won. I mean, I'm gonna say 27-24. Overtime maybe overtime, I don't know, but still a close game nonetheless.
Buccaneers wins. I'm always one for the fireworks. Give me the Carolina Panthers over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 21-17.
Okay, I'll make it interesting. Denver Bronco. Oh, by the way, did we know who the favorites for that was?
It was Tampa Bay by 3 points.
Okay, good. Next we have the Denver Broncos at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs the favorites, obviously, because they just lost their stinking coach.
Chiefs are the 12.5 point favorite.
Yeah, and unfortunately for the Denver Broncos, there's no coming back after you get roasted by Patrick Starr. Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game in a blowout. I'm You know, I don't even know who their interim coach is right now, but it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know who it is either.
28-6. Kansas City Chiefs easily wins this game.
45-7.
Yeah, give me more.
and literally after 31, they pull Patrick Mahomes, and their fourth-string quarterback throws. Shane Buechele throws for 2 touchdowns.
What was your reaction to Patrick Starr?
I didn't see it. I have no clue.
You didn't see? Oh, you gotta see it. It's all over you. It's all over social media. You gotta watch that. It's hilarious. Oh my god. Anyways, all jokes aside, next game, Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions.
I'm happy.
What? I mean, you beat the Bears last week.
I'm very happy because we're the Dolphins only beat them by 3. The Eagles only beat them by 5. We won by 22. I am ecstatic.
Okay. thing it was in Chicago too, because you guys would have had to relocate.
Detroit is a 6-point favorite here.
Good thing you guys had to have it in Chicago, because that would have they had to relocate to Detroit or something.
Yeah.
But anyways, so you said the Lions were 6 points, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna say the Detroit Lions are probably gonna win this game because the Bears just got a lot of problems, and even though I hate to say it,
Detroit's fun.
I hate to say that Detroit's gonna win here. I'd rather see the Bears win, honestly, at this point, because that would, make it easier for the Packers. Really? Well, not really, because we have to play them next week anyways, but still, it would just kind of be cool to see it. But anyways, Detroit Lions, I think, wins 24-7. Simple, basic game.
You know what they always said? Detroit puts the fun in funeral.
What, for the Bears?
Yeah, there'll be a funeral for the Bears. They can officially retire their hopes, but they put the fun in the funeral.
Well, the Bears have been already eliminated.
Okay, then they're going to host the funeral. I don't know. Detroit wins this one 27-14.
7-14, okay. All right, the Cleveland Browns at the Washington Commanders.
Washington's a 2.5-point favorite.
Boo.
Booing because they're still ahead of the Packers.
That's what we need them to lose.
I can't wait to choose the Washington Commanders.
Oh, you're just saying that because of that.
No, I'm picking the Washington Commanders to win 24.
Why? Because they got Carson Wentz now?
No, because I don't trust Cleveland at all. Cleveland's horrendous. 24-10 Washington Commanders victory.
We are gonna have the Cleveland Browns win this game. Cleveland, they're just gonna do something. I mean, they beat Baltimore, so they can do something. They beat Baltimore. I still can't believe that. So I'm gonna say the Cleveland Browns get it done. We needed them to get it done. I'm gonna say it is 17-10.
Okay.
Come on, Heineke and Wentz or whoever ends up starting the game, because then I don't know why they would want to bench him. If they put Wentz in, that would be even better, because Wentz sucks. So put in Wentz. I dare you guys. You guys were like 1-4 when he was in.
I don't think that's correct at all.
Yeah, they were losing. That's why he was benched.
No, he got hurt.
No, but he was when he was starting, they were like 1-4.
I think you're wrong.
They were losing, and then they started winning when Heineke came in. Even though stats didn't really kind of show it, but they were still winning.
They won the last game Carson Wentz played. They beat the Jaguars and the Bears.
Yeah, but not early in the season.
No, they beat the Jags and the Bears early in the season. The 4 games they lost, 3 of which all 4 teams were in the playoff hunt. Detroit, who scored 36, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Titans. That's got nothing to do with Carson Wentz.
Well, the Titans also just lost to the Texans.
And that was the closest game of the group when they lost 21-17, and that would be the Texans or the Titans with Ryan Tannehill and a healthy defense.
All right. Anyways, so next game, Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans.
Jags are only a 4.5-point favorite.
Interesting.
The Jags are going to beat the piss out of the Houston Texans 35-7. Done. Trevor Lawrence.
Wouldn't it be something that the Texans could pull it off again?
Call it. Predict it, please.
Unfortunately, I will not be siding with the Houston Texans this week. I am happy they did get a win though last week, but because I felt it, but it's not going to happen now. They had their win, and now they get to go back to the loss. Jacksonville Jaguars wins 27-20.
Okay.
San Francisco 49ers at the Oakland Raiders. I am sorry, Las Vegas Raiders.
So we're on to 405 now.
Yep, the 405 game.
The Niners are a 10-point favorite.
Yeah, and they got your guy, Mr. Irrelevant.
Big Dick Brock. Let's go. The Raiders no longer have Derek Carr at quarterback.
Yeah, I heard about that today.
Niners win 31-10.
Yeah, I think the 49ers win unless this new quarterback somehow does what Mr. Irrelevant's doing right now, that we don't know of. So, yeah, 49ers wins 24-10.
We've seen this new quarterback. It's Jarrett Stidham. He's not good.
I don't remember him starting.
He got a couple snaps this year. He was a former New England product. He played for New England for like 4 games. He's bad, real bad.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So next we have the Seattle Seahawks, or I'm sorry, the New York Jets at the Seattle Seahawks. And
your guy's starting.
Who?
Mike White's back.
Oh, Mike White. Good. Yeah, I got well, who's the favorites here?
The New York Jets are a 2-point favorite.
Okay. Yeah, it's a tough call. I don't know. It's in and out. I think the Jets probably win this, especially with Mike White. Zach Wilson is not starting, which is good. Zach Wilson, I don't know if exactly we can call him a bust, but I think he needs a new scenery. Because
so does every quarterback in NFL history that's ever gone to the Jets. The New York Jets media is toxic.
I just think he needs a new scenery because I think he lost the locker room. The moment he said what he said, he lost that locker room. You can't repair a locker room like that.
I think you lost the locker room when you went to New York.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that locker room right now.
Unless you're a veteran quarterback, you don't thrive in New York. The Jets are a toxic league spot.
I don't know.
Anyhow, I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith gets revenge on his former team. 27-17. Geno keeps the playoff hopes alive, and the Jets officially are dead.
I'm going to say the Jets do win here. I'm going to say it is a 23-16 victory for the Jets. Close, but the Jets get it done.
Come on, let's hear it, Frank. You need it to happen. Next game up, Vikings, Packers. Packers are a 3.5-point favorite.
Obviously, the Packers are the favorites?
They're a 3.5-point favorite.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm happy for that. I do really believe, like, I'm being serious right now. I've been waiting for this game for a long time. Not just because we're in the playoff hunt still, but I have been waiting for this game since we lost week 1 because I am sick of this fucking I am sick of this freaking Vikings team. They have won in the most dumbest ways I've ever seen this year, and it is time for it to stop. It is time for a reality check. It is time for them to be hidden and into reality. The Packers will beat this team because they're not a good team, and I can't wait until they go one and done in the playoffs because they will. Packers are going to win this game. We're going to break the brakes out of them. We win 37-14. We are going to make a statement on this damn team. They are done. They are done.
You said one thing right. The Vikings will go one and done in the playoffs because they're not good, but the Packers are worse. Minnesota Vikings end your playoff hopes.
No.
I'm going to send you a nice get well card because your heart breaks after this game. Vikings win 27-17, and Aaron Rodgers goes back to Brazil to do some drugs that no one can pronounce.
Nope. All right, guys. So after doing the recording, we forgot about the LA Rams at the Chargers, LA Chargers. And this is the 425 game, so I'm just recording it here myself. The Chargers are 6.5-point favorites in the betting odds. But me and Kyle both believe that the LA Chargers will win the game against the Nickelodeon most valuable player, against the Nickelodeon valuable player, Baker Mayfield. I do not think the Rams will get that lucky against the Chargers. Chargers are playing pretty good right now, and I'm sure Kyle also agrees with me on this because he also picked them to easily win. So I think the Chargers will win 27-17 against the Rams. And Kyle thinks the Chargers will win 31-17. So pretty close. But yeah, that is for the second 425 game. So yeah. Now back to the other matches.
Sunday Night Football. Pittsburgh Steelers, Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are a 3-point favorite.
Baltimore's the favorite?
3-point favorite.
Oh, yeah. I love this rivalry, so this is going to be probably a good game.
It's always hard hitting.
Hard hitting. I love it. Ravens need to, they're still in the hunt for the division.
Well, yes, but they've clinched a playoff spot.
They clinched a playoff, but they're still in the hunt for the division. That's what they need.
Pittsburgh needs to win to stay alive.
To stay alive, but they're a newer team, new quarterback. I just can't see it. I got the Ravens win. Do we know Lamar's playing?
We don't yet.
Okay, well, either way, I still think the Ravens get the slight edge here. I'm going to give it 20-17 victory. Close game. Steelers Ravens is always close, so I'm going to still keep it close. Even the last one was close.
So you predicted the upset of the week last week. I'm going to predict it this week. It's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's got nothing to do with talent. That defense performs well in big games, and they've got a heartbeat, and it's called Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, in his history of playing in this league, has never had a losing season, and if he loses now, he will. That defense is going to play their ass off. Lamar Jackson's going to lose this game for Baltimore. Pittsburgh wins this game 27-17.
Oh, we basically had the same score, but opposite?
Yeah, I don't trust Lamar Jackson, healthy or not. I never have.
Okay.
Monday night
football.
This
one has a lot of interesting playoff scenarios.
This one should be the game of the year.
Well, for a lot of reasons, because it's in Cincinnati, but the scenario here is the Bills win. They keep pace for the home field #1 seed, right?
Yep.
Obviously, the Chiefs are playing, and they win like we think they're going to win. Then they got to keep playing for Week 18.
Yep.
Because they the tiebreaker edge. But if they have more wins than them, it doesn't matter. But if the Bengals win, then the Bengals stay pace to possibly getting the #1 seed, and then you would have to hope the Ravens win the division at that point, because then.
But they would have to. The Ravens would have to win on Sunday.
Yeah, they would have to win the division, because you guys would have the tiebreaker over the Ravens, I believe.
But that's the thing. The Ravens would have to win Sunday, so we'd already know that aspect Monday before the game happens.
Well, yeah. So that's going to be a big, big deal going into this, because there's a lot of scenarios. This is going to really kind of make it very simple to who gets it, because you guys both have beaten Kansas City. So if Bengals beat you, they have more favorites to get the home field. If you guys win, you guys have more favor to get it, as long as you don't lose next week. You guys still would have to play then if Kansas City wins. Who's the favorite going into this game though?
You might as well call it a pick, but it's 0.5 point to Buffalo.
Okay. And you know what? I think it's accurate. I think Buffalo, it's going to be close. It's not going to be an easy one like the Chicago Bears. It's going to be a much, much closer game. And I got this at 34-31. Buffalo wins with a winning field goal in the shootout. Very reminiscent of the Dolphins game. But this is going to be a very good Monday Night Football game, I think. Field goal wins it.
Put my marking words on this. Buffalo wins this game 30-21.
30-21.
I think you made a statement last week that isn't seen as a statement because it was Chicago. I think your statement here is you are the team that's finally getting ready. No matter what they want to say about your quarterback being Josh Allen, you are a dual threat offense finally.
Yeah, I'm sick about the whole thing about them saying trash about Josh Allen.
They're all talking shit about him because on paper, his stats don't look good. Yes, they're still winning. They're on a 6-game winning streak, but their defense finally showed up, and their running backs are running phenomenal. Buffalo ends this talk now. They can put this away. Go Bills 31-21 or 30-21.
All right, well, that's about it, guys. Comment, rate, make sure to subscribe, do all that stuff, on the website. Come back to the thing, redirect, and hit the subscribe on the YouTube. And the bell, and also your sponsor.
Shout out to Kyle at Chicken Dippin'. Hit him up online at chickendippin.com. I can't point right now. There, ding, 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 ding.
Subscribe button.
Hit him up at chickendippin.com or chicken_dippin on Instagram. Use code 716. He's sending me a goodie package for Christmas.
All right, so that's about it, guys. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and he is the Reigning 48. We're out of here. Peace!